Well, a young man who stood at the top of those stairs a year ago at 185 pounds in 2A. He repeated again just a few minutes ago, only this time in the heavyweight class. He's George Moorhead of Winterset. Came into tonight's match 30-3, having lost 3 matches. He was against Paul Wildman, 25-4 of Washington High School at Cherokee. Very hard-fought match, but Moorhead came off the winner 5-3. Now back to you, Doug.
And we have a super heavyweights yet to go. It's Urbandale against Epworth, West Dubuque. At the AAA level, that's the one we'll start with. We see Jeff Koeppel of Urbandale against Kevin Luensmann of West Dubuque. And these are 2 biggies, I'll tell you, and both undefeated this year. Jeff Koeppel is in his last wrestling match, they tell us, because he's going to play football at the University of Iowa. He was the champion last year. 1A level, it's Riceville's Seth Burnett against Van Buren's John Brown. Keosauqua. And at the AA level, Dan Chip of Carlisle wrestles Dave Saxton of Emmitsburg. Emmitsburg, I believe, is clinched second place, yes, in the AA level. But Emmitsburg doesn't have a state champion yet. An individual champion.
Here we go, men.
Here we go. AAA super heavyweights. These are the big guys.
Well, I think you said it best when you said Jeff Koeppel from Urbandale's probably in his last match. He is a defending state champion. He has a lot of range. You know, he's got the range that both football and wrestling coaches are always looking for.
He's on the right there.
And of course, Kevin Luensmann from Epworth. This is I think the second time they've had a super heavyweight in the finals in the last couple of years. And I talked to Coach Kilberg. How do you get those super heavyweights? How do you coach them when you're in a little school out of way? And he said, just kind of leave them alone, tell them not to fall on all the other guys. No, I'm making that up. No. But I'm sure that it's very difficult to try to train a real big man when you don't have a lot of other big athletes.
Okay, hold it steady. Okay, Urbandale, come ahead.
So nice trip there by Jeff Koeppel from Urbandale.
He leads 2-0. It's used about a minute and a half for the super heavyweight match. Veterans Auditorium. This is the last series of matches, last weight in the 1986 championships.
It's good mobility by big men. You know, they're
getting down. Run.
Controlling their hips very well.
Both up. Run.
Koeppel lets him go. 2-1. He got a takedown fairly niftily the first time they squared off, and so he's willing to gamble on another one.
Well, Kevin Luensmann from West Dubuque is going to have to change his strategy here a little bit. He's down by 1. Going to have to start to generate an offense.
Good job. Good job.
I'll tell you,
I don't want to let a guy like Koeppel get in that position very often.
Not very often. He kicks that leg out from under you, and it's all over.
Well, when he starts to move his body to the side and steps past your leg, he's got so much motion and mass moving one way. If you don't go down, it tears your knee apart.
Red down.
You have to pretty much buckle or go.
Okay, hold steady, young man. Come ahead.
Luensmann on the bottom. Koeppel covers, leading 2-1, starting the second period.
They stopped the stand up there by picking a leg up, but didn't follow it up.
Koeppel trying to
still giving him control, saying that he still has control here.
We still got Urbandale control. Still got Urbandale control.
Nothing fancy, but he's
pretty powerful on top, and Kevin Luensmann from West Dubuque is doing a nice job on the bottom. You know, hand control.
That's 1 point.
So
we're neutral. 1 point.
He's earning what he's getting.
Well, he hasn't lost a match this year. He got a pin in his opening round of the tournament in about a minute and a half over Webster City man. and then beat Ames Bob Metzger, or rather Brian Perez of West Des Moines Valley, and then got a very close win over Chris Stogdill of Charles City to get to the finals. Koeppel beat Mike Fontana of Ankeny and Troy Brent of Spencer, and then Scott Bartling of West Davenport, and he didn't even have a close match.
Oh, he's dominated this tournament. So as I said, Kevin Luensmann is doing a good job of taking care of himself.
Okay, let's go with it. Let's
It's
go.
a 2-2 match. And this is the spot where he got hurt last time. He got pulled down out of position. Last time he got tripped backwards for the takedown. Now he gets caught down here with his knees. Don't want to stay on your knees because you're not very mobile there. He's turned in, doing a good job of body control.
Yeah, now
he's back in on the leg himself. You have to have pretty good agility, man, this size in order to be able to do those things. See, a lot more people just fall down than you do what he just did. No, and also what Jeff Koppel's doing on the offense.
Koeppel of Urbandale. His coach is Dale Weaver. Luensmann of wrestles for Tom Kilberg.
You got it.
We're having Dale Weaver, and there's Coach Kilberg right there. And Dale Weaver's about 118-pounder.
Are you ready? Come ahead, young man.
With a young man like Jeff Koeppel. There's Weaver on the near side. And the guy that works out with Koeppel all the time is right on the other side. That's probably the reason why Koppel's so good. He's got a man the same size to work out with.
2-2.
There's a nice sit out.
1 point. We're neutral. We're neutral.
And Koeppel takes the lead with an escape. 3-2 with a minute and a half to go.
Stalemate. Men, let's not go to batting heads. Just go wrestling.
Kind of cautious right now. You know, it's that tempo is slowed down a little bit. Neither man is making a venture into something that he's not too absolutely sure of.
We're getting down to the point where
Going to have to get desperate, aren't you?
Yeah, some chances may have to be taken because it's a minute and 8 to go in this unlimited class, the super heavyweight. Koeppel of Urbandale on the left. Luensmann of West Dubuque on the right.
Warning! 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 Both wrestlers! Both wrestlers!
That's a fair assessment.
Yeah, well, as long as they're both doing it, it isn't going to make any difference.
Neither man's doing anything. And as you say,
for stalling, you have a warning for stalling, okay?
as long as he gives them equally, Koeppel can go ahead and take them because he's got the 1-point lead. So Kevin Luensmann's going to have to go here anytime now. He's going to have to get out of this position and generate an offense because there's only 30 seconds left. And now let's get beat by 4 or 5 or 6 or 1. What's the difference?
Neither man has shown any desire to do lower level attacks at all. They're doing upper body all the way. There's a double leg shot by Luensmann, but it didn't work. We're down to 12 seconds.
And now he may be desperate, so they needed to start that a little earlier.
Yeah, he should have.
5 minutes and 50 seconds ago.
Now the question is, out of bounds. Thought for a minute with the way Luensmann was driving in and Koeppel was backing away, the only danger was for Koeppel of being called for stalling. But now he has head and arm control. He ought to be able to take it all the way out, and he does. 2 championships in a row for the Urbandale heavyweight. Well, if that's going to be his last wrestling match, that's a good way to finish, huh?
State championship.
2 times in a row. You'll see him playing football for Iowa. That's at the unlimited division of the AAAs. We still have 1 match going on. We're going to take a look at
individuals to get second in this tournament.
And we'll look at the champions in our last set of 6 top place winners, AAA Super Heavies.
Perez, West Des Moines Valley. 3rd place, Scott Bartling, Davenport West. 2nd place, Kevin Luensmann, Epworth, Western Dubuque. And the 3A Super Heavyweight champion from Urbandale, Jeff Koeppel.
There he is. Last wrestling match. He gets his 2nd state title. It's worth a smile, you bet. A lot of people watching in Urbandale and all over the state of Iowa tonight. We hope Iowa High School